Hello and welcome to another Team Talk with me, Matt Print from Fitness with Matt. I've been in the industry since 2010 as both a group exercise instructor and a personal trainer, and I'm here today to talk to you about can you drink and still achieve your goals? Now this is in the context of health and fitness, because of course I'm not talking about career goals, I'm working within what I work, health and fitness. So drinking is a big part of culture and socialising. And I went out last night for my birthday. I don't usually drink, but I wanted to, so I did. But I know for some people it's quite a big part of their life, and they often struggle to figure out whether they can still drink and achieve their goals, if it's something like fat loss, or whatever their health and fitness goals is, whether it's to sleep better, something like that. So today we're going to cover the direct effects of alcohol on the body, the indirect effects of alcohol on the body and your well-being. Then I'm going to give you some top tips on how to continue drinking if you do have some goals within health and fitness, say if you're trying to reduce your calorie intake and things like that. As always, comment below, let me know your thoughts and feelings, and I will come back and answer any questions you may have as best as I can. So, when we drink alcohol, our body and our digestive system prioritizes processing the alcohol because it's a toxin. So the body wants to get rid of it. So heavy, regular drinking makes it difficult for the body to digest food and absorb nutrients such as protein, vitamins and minerals, because its main focus is we need to get rid of this alcohol. So food passes through your system without being properly digested and absorbed into your body. So long term, this can lead to nutrient deficiency if you are regularly heavily drinking. Also, alcohol irritates your digestive system, specifically your stomach and your gut, and because your body basically creates more alcohol when it detects, no it doesn't, it creates more acid when it detects alcohol. So it can long term lead to you getting stomach ulcers if you regularly drink too much. Again, if you are being sick when you're drinking, that can burn the esophagus as well. It can have problems for your teeth enamel. So these are very extreme circumstances, but it's something to be aware of. Another direct effect it has on the body is your energy balance, because alcohol contains calories, and per gram, alcohol has 7 calories. So we have fat at the top with 9 calories per gram, then we have alcohol with 7 calories per gram, and then beneath that we have protein and carbohydrates that have 4 calories per gram. So you can see it's quite calorie dense. And when you factor in the fact that it has no nutrient density, it doesn't bring anything to the body, no vitamins, minerals, nutrients. It is calorie dense, yet it doesn't really nourish the body. Not to say we shouldn't drink, but we'll come on to that later. So it also does increase the risk of a number of cancers, especially to do with the bowels, the esophagus, the mouth, things like that. And also finally, alcohol is a diuretic, so it means you lose water a lot quicker than you usually would, and you can become hydrated. So hangover, dehydration, so that's why it's important to stay hydrated. So there are some indirect effects of alcohol, and these are, if anything, going to resonate more when it comes to health, fitness and well-being, because it affects your sleep. And as I've discussed many times, poor sleep has very negative effects on our health and well-being, social, our mood, our judgment, the food choices we make, our social relationships. We can become snappy and irritable. Not talking from personal experience, obviously, I'm a dream. So alcohol stops you getting the deep REM phase of sleep, which is where we really have that restorative, good sleep. So even though many people drink and they feel relaxed and they get to sleep easily, it actually affects your sleep cycle and stops you sleeping deeply. Also, alcohol makes you hungry. So it affects your appetite control, especially the day after, so people tend to eat more. So again, on top of having the alcohol, increasing your energy intake, you are then likely, because of the effect it has on the body, to eat more food the next day. And also, if you factor in also that you haven't slept well, your food choices may also not be necessarily the wisest when it comes to your goals. If maybe you're trying to watch your calorie intake, be in charge of your macros, so it has an indirect effect in that way. So as I say, poor food choices. When we're tired, we get hungry, we then go to those high carb, high palliative foods. Palliative? Yeah. Foods that taste good. I think I said the wrong word. As you can tell, I'm tired because I drank alcohol and didn't get my deep sleep. Also, some people when they drink, they maybe have arguments, so it can increase the stress in your life, because even if you have an argument and you get over it, you still had an argument, and the next day the argument could continue. You're going to be stressed, you're going to be upset, it's going to have an effect on your health and well-being. So again, an indirect effect. If it makes people aggressive and have arguments with their other half, it's going to have a big knock-on effect on their health and well-being. And then finally, when people are drunk, they maybe fall. So injury is of course a risk of being drunk, and then that can affect your training. If you can't train, then it's going to make your training progress stall. You're going to have to adapt what you're doing. Maybe you can't do as much at the gym. Maybe you can't do anything. Depends how bad the injury is. So these are indirect effects of alcohol. Let's not forget though, some people really enjoy the flavour of alcohol. They enjoy socialising and drinking. They enjoy wine and food, cheese and wine. Not that I enjoy cheese and wine, but lots of people do. So it has a positive effect in that way, because you'll have a good time. It will recharge you socially, you emotionally, because you're going to have a good time. It might even de-stress you a bit, because you might relax and unwind with friends and have a great time and make some wonderful memories. So it's not all bad. So the UK guidance is no more than 14 units of alcohol a week, and that includes you having several drink-free days and not binging. So what is classed as binge drinking? Well, drinking 3 drinks in one sitting, it counts as binge drinking. So, top tips. If you want to go out and socialise and drink, but maybe you're being a bit more health conscious at the time, maybe trying to be a bit more in control, watching the calorie intake, or just not wanting to feel terrible the next day. Number 1, set yourself some boundaries, some limits to how much you're going to drink. Plan it like you would maybe your meals in the week. Plan how much you're going to drink. Especially if you know you've got a party coming up, think about what you're going to do. Number 2, stay hydrated throughout the night, so drinking plenty of water. Side note, bananas are supposed to be really good to eat before you go to bed because it helps the liver to process the alcohol. Next, limit the amount you drink. If you are aware that maybe you are over-consuming, put a limit on the amount. Again, take control of the situation. Maybe you make every other drink alcoholic if you're going out. So you have a soft drink or water and then maybe an alcoholic drink. Another way, if you are being calorie conscious, is to use lower calorie mixers. So the alcohol stays the same, but then what you mix with it, make it lower calorie, and then you are going to take in fewer calories. Choosing long drinks rather than shots is also a great way for you to enjoy the drink, more social, maybe slow down your drinking. Next, do it mindfully. So try not to sit in front of the TV and just have a drink and not think about how much you're consuming before you know it. It's an empty bottle of wine. Make it a social thing, enjoy it, be in the moment, do it whilst you're with friends chatting, maybe when you're having a meal. And then finally, enjoy it in moderation. If you enjoy it, make sure you plan it into your life. It's when things become uncontrolled and you're not doing them mindfully and aware of what you're doing, that's when we get into dangerous territory. So be mindful, have a good time, be in the moment, everything in moderation. It's as simple as that when it comes to your health, fitness and well-being. Now, of course, some people do have alcohol addiction, and this talk is not really designed for you. There are other places to go if you are struggling, and hit me up if you are struggling and I will send you some resources to signpost you somewhere to get additional support. I hope this has helped and made sense do let me know in the comments. It's always good to hear. I can't actually see your comments, and I don't know why. Oh, are they here? There we go. Awesome. Have a brilliant, brilliant week. I will see you again very soon. It is wonderful to be back. And yes, have an awesome time. And if you can't be good, be careful. Take care, everyone. Goodbye. Bye.